𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗶 Hare Krishna. How to define happiness? Oh, this is a very important question. In fact, in this modern world, everybody wants to be happy. Everybody is stressed. Stress is the #1 disease of 20th century. And the only solution is to be happy. But how to be happy? Before you want to become happy, you have to define happiness. So what is happiness? Now, people might think happiness is happiness is equal to comforts and luxuries in life, and people equate happiness with that, or some people equate happiness with sensual excitement. Now, there's a very drastic difference between happiness and sensual excitement or comforts which is obtained due to luxury. Now, these comforts due to luxury, that's completely on bodily level, physical level. And the sensual excitement you're getting by eating tasty foods, by seeing nice stuff, or by hearing some cool songs, that is all sensual excitements which remains for some time and then it fades away. But happiness is something to do with your soul. Sensual excitement is on the level of mind. Comforts are on the level of body, physical plane. But happiness is on the level of spirit, soul, real happiness. Now, Bhagavad Gita, it says, 𝗙cie 𝗹𝗹𝗶𝗹. This happiness, the core of this happiness is peace. Now, Bhagavad Gita says, how can you be happy if your mind is not peaceful? Now, we see in many people in this world, they have a lot of comforts, a lot of luxuries. People are rich and they have all kind of things to excite their senses, but they are not peaceful in their mind. They are having anxiety in their mind always. In fact, the more comforts and luxuries and the more sensual excitement, the more anxieties they are having. And Bhagavad Gita says, what kind of happiness so what does happiness mean when your mind is full of anxiety? Doesn't mean anything. So that's why the core of happiness is peace. And what is peace? Peace is absence of desires, absence of materialistic desires, not all desires, absence of unnecessary materialistic desires. This when then mind becomes completely peaceful. Of course, you have desires to understand God and to devote your life in the service of God and to understand good things. That's completely okay. Or you might have some desires to sustain your life. That's completely okay. But more than that, it's not required in this human life. So that is called happiness. Real happiness at the core is peace. And when there is real happiness, the result is satisfaction. Satisfaction. The core of happiness is peace, and the result of happiness is satisfaction. That's how you define real happiness. That is what happiness is. That is what a state of mind is when a person experiences happiness. The mind experiences peace and satisfaction as a result. And how do you define satisfaction? Satisfaction, peace, just like peace is defined as absence of desires, satisfaction is defined as when person is satisfied, he doesn't long to attain anything else. So that's a satisfied mind. The mind is completely satisfied in connection with God. So only when person connects himself with God, then he can be truly happy. Because only then he can be peaceful and free of all desires, and only then you can be satisfied and you can say to yourself, okay, I don't need anything else in my life, I'm completely satisfied. After attaining God, there is nothing else to be achieved. And that is how we define true happiness. Hare Krishna.